Ask how I get that.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
What's goody, YouTube? How's everyone doing? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to yet another live reaction video. If you're new here for the first time, my name is TMR, and since you clicked on this video, you might as well subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave your comments down below, and enjoy this reaction video. What's goody, YouTube? What's good, TMR gang? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to yet another live reaction video. I'm your girl, TMR. Thank y'all so much for stopping what you were doing and meet me over in this damn break room, y'all. Oh boy. All right. Y'all see the title and y'all see the thumbnail. Well, no, there is no thumbnail, but there will be after this live. And we're going to talk about the Queen of Kings and Peach McIntyre and some similarities, okay? What's good, y'all? Happy Monday. Tina says, TMR is always on time, girl. And, you know, it's funny you say that, Tina, because I've had a really bad headache today, and I was just kind of laying on the couch like, oh, God. I just do not feel good. And I had took something when I came home, and it started, like, my headache started subsiding a little bit. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I really wasn't gonna come on tonight. But I said, you know what? I was looking on social media and I seen some things, and I was like, you know what? Let me get on here and talk to my sis about it. TMR, we go together. Now we go together. We go together. I know that's right, sis. TMR, we go together like two peas in a pot. I was just trying to find something to listen to while I do my hair. I know that's right, girl. Well, thank you so much for company while you get your hair did over there. I've been late the past couple of days. Thought you were going to fire me. No, sis, I'm going to just dock that pay after the break room. PJ, go ahead and see me. You need to talk about your attendance, sis. Oh, Lord. Let me see. Armani is here, cooking and listening. Diva Kim, Latoy, Joan, Wicked, Wait For It, Bankhead. Thank you, Miss Ramsey. Trina's in the building. Uniquely, Maja. Sean's up in here. Trina. So all my good sisters coming on in. Miss Coco. Butter Curls, hey sis. Okay, so everybody coming on in. If I miss your name, remember we ain't fall out. Let me see, I'm trying to go back. Teresa, Joyce. Okay, Miss Tina, Jack Moo, Simply up in here, Lady T. Okay, yep, all my good sis. So y'all, I wanted to talk to y'all about what I've been seeing on social media. I don't know, for some reason, hey Beth, for some reason, it's just been popping up all over my timeline. So y'all know we have talked about the Queen of Kings for the past couple of weeks. I haven't been real heavy on what's going on over there, but y'all, Rose and Brett have went viral, okay? They have went viral, and not just small channels are discussing them. Child, they have hit bigger platforms such as Tasha K, Meek at Night, Funky Dineva. He does a live show every Monday through Thursday, and I tuned into his live show, and even he discussed Rose and Britt situation over there. So let me show y'all really quick. Let me get it on the screen. I'm just going to put Queen of Kings in the search. You said, who's that? Who's who, Marsha? Who is the Queen of Kings? Queen of Kings is a channel on YouTube, and they also have a platform on TikTok and probably other places, but I know YouTube and TikTok. And they are a interracial couple, husband and wife, with 4 kids. Rose had 2 kids coming into their marriage, and then they had 2 kids together. And they started off in Las Vegas and moved to Arizona, and now they're in Hawaii. In the past couple of weeks, maybe about a week ago, Rose, I think it was on a Saturday, it probably was last Saturday, Rose did a deleted live where her and Brett got into it. Rose was intoxicated and her and Brett were arguing, and she went live to basically blast her husband. So pretty much how she kind of grew a lot of traction here on the internet is because she was putting up a lot of posts and videos praising how good her white husband is, and basically bashing her first husband, which is a black man that she had her 2 black children with. So people, caught on to that whole phenomenon of this interracial couple. And a lot of people, I've heard conversations from different content creators saying that, the reason why people got into Rose and Brett is because the whole interracial thing, like a lot of people bought into that. And maybe, but I think also because I've seen a lot of interracial couples on the internet. Okay. They're not the only one I've ever seen. I've seen quite a few. But the biggest reason is Rose's controversy. Okay. And the way that she portrayed her husband and praised him and down a black man. That's what people got into, because again, I've seen plenty of interracial couples on here and they don't have a lot of drama going on. I can't think of them off the top of my head, but I'm gonna give you an example. Maze Lee. You guys heard me mention Maze Lee many times because I like their channel. I don't watch it as much as I used to, but because they don't post a lot. But they're an interracial couple. Elena is the wife, she's black, and Joe is the husband, he's Asian. Okay. And they have a couple million subscribers. They hit a couple million few years back. They have like 7 children, but they're very unproblematic. However, they were able to grow their channel just based off of the way they share their lives. At one point, they were living in Baltimore, Maryland, and they moved to California. And again, they gained several million just showing their channel. Elena having live births. She would do let me say this, not live births. She would film her births. Like she did a couple of home births, and that obviously got a lot of views. And just their channel in itself, I feel, is a good channel. The way they interact with their children, the way they interact with each other, and they get a lot of, like, I've seen Elena and Joe from Maze Lee do a lot of promos. They've done promo with Hershey chocolate. They've done some with I can't think of the actual make and model of the car, but it was I don't know if it was Honda or something, but they did a promo with a car dealership. Like they get really, really big promo deals on their channel. And to be quite honest with you, I haven't seen Brett and Rose do those yet, but maybe those are coming because their channel just hit 1 million, a month ago or something like that. So just to show you guys, this is Tasha K. She just did a live not too long ago where, again, she has in the title, Queen of Kings exposes her white husband for being broke. Let's see. This channel here, The Angry Man, he did a video yesterday, 76,000 views. I've never seen his channel before. Neek at Night, I'm very familiar with her channel. I used to watch her a lot. I don't watch her as much as I used to, but I did used to watch her a lot. She did a live stream a day ago with 149,000 views. And, obviously, there's a lot of other channels out here talking about the Queen of Kings. So, and my whole purpose of my title is, y'all remember just a few years ago, Peach McIntyre was kind of running this what we call the mommy community. I'm not going to necessarily say Rose is a part of the mommy community, but Peach McIntyre was going viral for, dragging her black husband on the internet and dragging her family and her mom and, her deceased father and her husband Wood's family. But if you notice now, child, you barely even hear Peach's name even mentioned on this channel. And y'all know Peach has went viral a couple times where she was on the Shade Room. Was it the Shade Room? I think it was the Shade Room. I think she was on the Shade Room. And she's been viral a couple of times for, you know, antics and things she said and done on the internet in relation to her husband, right? And how, if you guys remember when she had her last child, I think it was her 7th child, she was complaining how she had just had her 7th baby and Wood was laying in the bed and wouldn't do anything. And she was going to the hospital, seeing after her sick child, and Wood wouldn't help her take the kids to the daycare. And she offered to pay him $10,000 to help her with the kids. So y'all remember she went viral for that. And she went viral for something else, but I don't remember exactly. And then also Peach, you know, because she was breastfeeding her babies on the internet. So she got, you know, tons of views from that as well. But if you see now, Peach, she's not going viral anymore. I to be quite honest with you, even the whole situation with Peach getting evicted from her home. Obviously, she has another home now, but with Peach getting evicted from her home, you know, that wasn't the talk of, that didn't grab the attention of a Tasha K or a Nick at Night or anything. Even the whole Peach getting evicted here recently, when she was going viral with the situation when she had her last baby about a year or so ago, and she was dragging Wood on the internet, that didn't go viral either. Like a channel like Tasha K's platform wasn't discussing that. I don't think Nick at Night was discussing that. But for some reason, a lot of people are overly interested in the whole Queen of Kings, the Rose and Brett saga over there. Let's see. Let me see what people were saying. Let me see. You said Peach didn't get to Tasha K, and no, it wasn't the Shade Room. It was Spiritual Page. Okay, yeah, the spiritual something. Yes, thank you. Yeah. Peach definitely didn't get to Tasha K. She was out with JT from City Girls a few months ago. Yeah, but nobody was, you know, that wasn't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, people wasn't really covering that. But I definitely agree. Yeah, everybody is talking about the Queen of Kings, and most importantly, the whole reason why they're talking about it is the way that, you know, before Rose got drunk that night and dragged her husband on the internet, you know, praising the fact that this white man has saved her life. Just recently, too, Rose posted a copy of her mortgage where Britt's name is on the mortgage because I guess credit-wise, she didn't qualify, but Brett did. And so his name was on the mortgage, but Rose basically said in that deleted live that they put up that her money is the one that she, you know, her money is what secured the home, and the house apparently that is in Arizona is worth $500,000. But if you really think about it, y'all, a $500,000 home, depending on what city and state you're in, and if that home's in Arizona, that's not really, you know, big deal. You know, I mean, y'all, we know now houses are costing a lot now because of inflation. So, you know, a $500,000 home, especially in California, a $500,000 home in California could be a 2-bedroom shack. Okay. So that's not really saying that you're doing a whole bunch over there. You said $500,000 in Arizona is not, oh yeah, $500,000 in Arizona is nothing. Like that's common. You know, that's very common. But we know we have found out in the recent days that Rose used to be a stripper, and she met Brett, and he was living in somebody's house in the basement on a mattress. And she, you know, she talked about the Range Rover that they have, that she's the one that put the money up for that. And, you know, and the house that they had in Arizona, she's the one that put the money up for that. Basically, Rose told us in that live that she is the one who's financing their lifestyle. And if you really think about it, essentially she is, right? Because I personally feel like Rose is the brains of the operation behind their social media come up. That's not Brett. That's Rose. She is the one that's the brains behind the social media hype. But again, more people were more interested in the fact that she was praising this white husband of hers and dragging the black husband, you know. She she seemed like she tried to cover her tracks on that latest TikTok when she spoke on who pays for what, etc. Tamari says, I'm in California, regular cookie cutter home starts at 1 million, and you'll be lucky if you have enough of a backyard for grass. Yeah, that's true, Tamari. I've heard that before about homes in California. But I just thought it was funny how, you know, we're talking about the Queen of Kings, and she's the topic of conversation on many, many platforms, on YouTube and on TikTok, and probably on Facebook too. I don't really get on Facebook and, you know, look for her over there, but on YouTube, where I'm at primarily, I noticed that. And when I heard Funky Dineva talk about her tonight, then I seen Tasha K, she was, you know, a top of a conversation on Tasha K's page, and then I seen Nick at Night video. I was like, oh, okay, Rose, you know. But here's the thing, y'all. We watched it. We watched the viral moment with Peach, and we watched Peach go viral. We watched Peach get, you know, hundreds of thousands of followers on all her platforms. But now there's really not much going on Peach channel, and that's the thing, y'all. People get addicted to this attention thing, and once you get the attention of, you know, hundreds and hundreds of thousands, even millions of people, obviously, in order to keep getting the money that comes from all those views, you have to keep doing salacious things on your channel to keep that going. And we know that because, you know, we side-eyed Peach when Peach was doing it, because we was like, Peach, you're a whole mother, you know, you got 7 kids over there. And same with Britt and Rose. You know, Rose, girl, you a mother of 4. Like, is it wise to keep, you know, putting your kids in situations just so you can make $1 to, you know, to take care of them? And we know, y'all, like, everything that goes up will definitely come down. We watched it with Peach. People don't really, Peach don't get the views like she used to get anymore. People don't really talk about Peach like that anymore, or discuss what she got going on. Because over time, and let's be honest, in my opinion, Rose and Peach are just as equally as obnoxious, in my opinion. And just like we, you know, was talking about Peach, and Peach, you know, all the reaction videos, everybody's getting good views, you know, discussing the stuff that she has going on her channel. Well, all that subsided now. So now Queen of Kings is the topic of conversation. And just like with anything else, y'all, it's in right now and it'll be out tomorrow. I was watching a video the other day where they were talking about how the BBLs are out of style. Like, a lot of the women in the past, you know, 5, 6, 7, 8 years who went and got their bodies done with the BBLs and the lipos, a lot of those women now are trying to go back to their natural form, because, you know, to have those BBLs, a lot of those women have to have their clothes tailored and altered, and it costs a lot of money to do that. And if you notice too, I've watched videos where men are being interviewed, and and questions are asked of them. Would you prefer a woman with, you know, a BBL, or would you prefer a woman with a natural body? And a lot of men are like, no, we want natural. Yeah, we would prefer natural, which I'm not saying a man should be able to decide what a woman does with her body. But what I'm saying is most women, obviously, when they get their bodies done, you know, they're trying to attract the male population or the male community, even if it's like in dating or if you're a model or whatever. But just like BBLs was a big thing, if you notice now, y'all, people don't really talk about BBLs like that. Even the same women who were, you know, fantasizing of these women with these perfect bodies and feel like because of that perfect body, you're going to have a perfect life because every man is going to desire you. If you notice now, even women who were once, you know, looking at these women and praising these women for these beautiful bodies because they want one too, those same women now are like, sis, you're doing a little too much over there with that butt so big that you can't even sit on a normal size toilet. You know what I'm saying? So I just really feel like people get caught up in the hype, and then as time go on, you know, obviously as you keep living, you know, time is going to keep going, right? So 5 years from now, think about all those women that went and got all that surgery done on their bodies. 5, 10 years from now, a lot of those women are going to have a lot of medical problems with those type of surgeries. And, you know, and just like it was y'all, we seen China, Black China. We saw Black China get, you know, all her a lot of her surgeries reversed, okay? Because she realized over the years, she did it initially to grow fame and stardom, but then after so long, it gets played out. You get tired of it. And that's just what I'm saying with this whole viral sensation of people, with this obsession with people wanting to, all this attention of they're putting their business out there. Like the fact that Rose did that, again, I don't know if that was intentional, if it was a skit or whatever it was, it worked for her, right? Because it got her the attention that she wanted. But in the process of doing that, demasculated your husband, made him look stupid. I'm sorry, made you just look as equally stupid. And then you go back, Rose has went back and try to retract a lot of what she said and try to make like she just said that in the heat of the moment because she was angry and she was, intoxicated. What is the saying? They say a drunk mind speaks a sober word or something like that. I maybe I have that saying a little messed up, but you guys kind of get my point if you've heard that saying before. So even although she says, "Oh, I was drunk and we were arguing and I was mad and I just spoke out of frustration." Well, yeah, but you spoke your truth out of that frustration. You Positively Blessed said, "Look how K. Michelle had that surgery and caused her issues." Right. Yeah. K. Michelle is another one that had all them butt injections and things of that nature. And then she tried to reverse it. She was, she had a lot of health issues behind that. Drunken tongue is a sober heart. Yes, exactly. Hola, too real. Hey, Joanna, how are you, sis? I be trying to slim my booty down. You said, who want all that ass? Well, you would think that the men want it, but a lot of the men now saying, yeah, that's just a little too much. It draws too much attention, and although a men like to have, something nice hanging on their arm, but men typically are territorial over what they want, they woman. And most men wouldn't necessarily want men just gawking and salivating over you like that. So, although the BBLs was once in, but now it's kind of phasing out, y'all. If you really think about it, people ain't really hyping it up like they was 5-6 years ago. It's not really being hyped up like that. So I said all that to formulate in the beginning of my conversation, where I was talking about how once upon a time, we were talking about Peach and all the stuff, the antics she had going on all her platforms. And now Peach is like a figment of our imagination. We're not even really discussing Peach. Maybe some of y'all are going over there peeking at what she's doing or what she's talking about. But right now, the Queen of Kings, she kind of has the monopoly right now. And if you think about it, the Queen of Kings hasn't even been on here as long as Peach. And the Queen of Kings managed to get to 1 million followers. And Peach McIntyre never got there. And obviously, Peach has been viral more times than the Queen of Kings has, right? Peach has put in just as much work as Rose and Britt have with their channels. But if you notice, people signed up more for what Rose and Britt had going on than they did Peach McIntyre. And Peach McIntyre has been on here much longer. And one thing about Peach, she had a variety of content, because y'all know when Peach first came out, she wasn't dragging Wood and his family and her family on the internet. Peach was showing us how to get out the ghetto and how to get you a house on Section 8 and how to, how living in the projects is not as bad as what people say they are, and her cooking videos and all that, her shopping hauls. Y'all know she got a lot of traction from her shopping videos. So Peach had a variety of content over there. I'm not going to say as much for Queen of Kings, but if y'all notice, the people felt like following and giving Rose and Britt more than they did Peach. And Peach has been on here far longer. Y'all know even Peach had, she was selling her knowledge on how to grow your social media. Like she had a lot going on. And even with all that going on, Peach never hit 1 million followers. And Rose and Britt hit it. But I think they've been on here a couple years. I don't think they've been on here as long as Peach McIntyre has. I think this only went viral because of them being an interracial relationship, and that's been a big topic lately. Well, not necessarily, Nisha. Interracial interracial couples that's like old news. Like that's not really like I would think. I mean, you see that all the time. You walk out your house and see about 10 interracial couples, depending on where you live at. Like to me, being an interracial couple on social media, yeah, I don't think that's like a hot commodity or a hot topic. What I think did it for Rose is the way she drug a black man down to push this white man up, and people got into that. Unfortunately, because and Rose being a black woman played into the whole stereotype of how our black community are definitely the most disliked. And people got into that. And I feel like that's the reason why. It wasn't necessarily that she married to a white man. It was the fact that she's married to a white man, once was married to a black man, and had 2 children with him, and she felt glee in dragging that black man down while she was praising this white man. And in the sense of her doing all that, the same way you drug that black man, then you turn right around and drug that white man right back. Right, you drug the white man right to the same place that you drug that black man that you got kids by. But I'm saying their platform has only been about this man being her savior. Yes, and we found out from Rose that was all cap. We found out that Brett wasn't her savior. She was the brains of the operation, okay? Rose was the one, even with Brett having good credit, you still need money to back that up. So what we found out was, like I said, Rose was the brains of the operation. She's the one that was bringing in the revenue, right? Because let's be honest, y'all, Rose, I seen somewhere where somebody said Rose was buying her views and stuff like that. I don't know anything about her buying the views. I know people say that a lot on the internet, and it's possible to buy views. Anytime you can buy a GED or diploma, I guess you could buy views too. And anytime you can, buy fake bellies on the internet and pregnant bellies on the internet. So I guess you can buy views as well too. But I do feel like, I don't know, something's telling me Rose's views is authentic, because again, she has 1 million followers. It's not like every time she puts up a video, she has 1 million views. With 1 million followers, and if she gets 200,000 views, that's about right. That sounds about right to me, and we know, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but if you go live straight through YouTube, for some reason, you get a lot more views doing live streams straight through YouTube. And that's what Rose does. She goes live straight through YouTube. She doesn't use the platform that I use, StreamYard, so I can stream videos to help with my commentary. She goes live straight through YouTube. And with that, for some reason, you just get a whole lot more followers. I think your live stream gets recommended more because you're using the YouTube platform instead of a third-party platform. Rose started this mess saying Britt is her savior. Now she backtracking. Yeah. But her credibility has been shot, because even if people did buy into the whole philosophy that your white husband has saved your day, she herself has shot her own credibility with coming out here blasting her own husband. But even with doing that, y'all, people like dysfunction. So she's not going to lose tons and tons of followers from that. She's still at 1 million followers. So she's not going to lose tons and tons of followers, but she's going to obviously get more and more people talking about her channel. Yeah, I do feel like her subscriber count with Love is legit, and I definitely do feel like her views are legit too. Tasha K was talking about queens today. I was shocked. Yeah, that's what we were just saying, Vaughn, that Tasha K discussed Queens of Kings channel. Nick at Night discussed it. Funky Dineva discussed her channel. So let me go on real quick. I want to pull up a channel. Let me see. Because Tasha K live was like an hour long. So hold on. Give me just one moment. Let me see if I can find the minute mark. Give me one moment.
I'm just gonna mind my business. Moving on. All right. Speaking of not minding my business, Queen of Kings. Can I call you Rose? Can I call you Rose? I don't even know that. That's the only who sang that song? But I like it. But I've only heard that one part. Can I call you Rose? So Rose and Brett, Queen of Kings. I've been following them for a couple years now, and I've seen the race baiting. I've seen her parading her white savior husband, and just displaying him in front of black men and black people, saying that, you know, this is better. White is better. Black men do better. She got videos as of recent of 2 weeks ago on her YouTube channel. Okay. Basically saying we're changing generational curses. Black men have to step up and do better. Her black baby daddy left her with 2 kids. She ended up meeting this white dude, paraded this white dude around. Because I'm going to be honest with you, it do look like opposites attract, you know? And so it was intriguing to watch the content. But when the content started, I don't know. I felt like maybe, you know, with her being 23 and being a single mother of 2 and meeting him, I do think there was some, like, you know, underlying animosity towards her black baby daddy that didn't want her. And so, you know, when you move into a new relationship, you're hoping to get all the things that you didn't get in your last relationship, but you still low-key hate that person. And so when she's triggered by black men on social media because she's parading this white man around like he's better than any other race of men just because he's white, you know, and they put on this facade. Yes, I can see why there would be a constant back and forth social media on social media proving why her man is better and why this white man is better than any other black man that's being offered on the market right now. And I'm like, you kind of asked for this. So she kind of has to keep up with this facade of like pretending that, you know, he's better than a black man because he works. He has a 6-figure paying job. You know, he's a good baby daddy. He's there for the kids, only for her to come out and get drunk one night. Cause you know, they say, you know, when you a little slurped on that scissor, you start telling the motherfucking truth, period. She went to telling her motherfucking business. Let's go, Rose.
Because you got an argument with. Let's not pretend that I'm the one that paid the down deposit on our house. Let's not pretend that I'm not the one that paid for the Range Rover. Let's not pretend that I'm the one that paid for this whole fucking life that we live. Let's not pretend that. Let's not pretend. Let's not pretend. Oh, okay. Let's not pretend. Let's just be very, very real. You told me to put it on live, so I put it on live. So, and then you want to start talking about a glass of wine, and then you want to start saying, oh, are you not going to talk? After I was just sitting here silent before we even got on live. I've been not talking. I've been not talking. I've been not talking. So what are you talking about? Oh, okay. Let's be real.
Oh.
Let's not pretend. Exactly. So here's the thing, you guys. I'd be glad when you know, how we just talk about BBLs are going out of style. I'll be glad when the whole let me get on the internet and tell all my business goes out of style too. Did you guys not hear it? Okay, I think so. Did you guys hear the Tasha K part? Okay, thank you, Wicked. So yeah, I'll be glad when that part goes out of style. You know, the fact that Rose is viral right now because she got on here and told all her business. Again, She mentioned in that clip that Brett threatened her to go live. And she decided, so if you're so drunk that you start spilling all your business, how was you sober enough to get the live feature going? And then you were sober enough to delete the live. So if you so drunk, you're not paying attention if you got the live saved or if you're still going. But again, it was intentional that all that she did. And now, again, is it true? Is it true that Britt is not what she was trying to, prop up to the world to be? It could be. I mean, they have said that Britt has a good job. He makes 6 figures. I'm just trying to find out, what does he do? Because he's always there with her. So when does he work? Or does he work from home? What does he do to make these 6 figures? I know someone had said that he was like a security guard or something to that nature. But I just found it kind of funny how the story fell on Tasha K's platform. Y'all know Tasha K typically talks about celebrity gossip. And I'm not going to put Rose in the celebrity category, just like we didn't put Peach in the celebrity category. But I definitely found it, Tasha K said she's been watching Rose for a couple of years. But I just thought that was kind of funny. And I think it's because, Rose went viral with all that, because a lot of people, a lot of these small content creators was talking about Rose and her antics well before these bigger platforms were doing it. She was drunk. She didn't sound drunk. No, she definitely didn't sound drunk. She sounded her regular self to me, unless she's drunk all the time. No one watches. Seems like you have to have drama on your channel. Yeah, and that's the unfortunate thing. There are a lot of good channels out here that don't have all the drama. And obviously, you guys, they don't get that much attention because they don't have drama. People love drama. Let's be honest. Is Britt in most of her videos? If so, isn't some of the money Britt's? I don't watch her, so I don't know their dynamics on the channel. Yeah, he is in most of the majority of the videos. It's either him or the kids. She has a lot of shorts that has went viral that has Brett in those shorts. So yeah, Brett helped. Look, let's say this: Rose by herself wouldn't have got all these views. She needed that white husband of hers to get her where she is. So in a sense, it's not like Brett didn't work for the money. She was the brains. It was her ideal to start the social media. And that's I think that's what she should take credit for, her ideal. But there's no way that she could praise this white man for being her savior without that physical sense of the white man. You said Brett got our attention too. Yeah, I mean, obviously, because Rose by herself couldn't get it by herself. She needs the persona of Brett to get her what she wants. You said, I'm scared he might flip on Rose and hurt her one day. She keeps talking like that's that's not a big man. Yeah, well, we've seen a lot on this internet. Okay, we've seen these couples parade on this internet like there's just some magical couple, and then we turn around and the whole thing just implodes, and we see it play out on the internet. Will that happen for Brett and Rose? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I definitely see that in their future. I definitely do. I definitely see that. Like, one thing you manifest, and when you manifest and say things, those words are very powerful, right? And so I feel like over time, the things that Rose has professed on her channel or manifest on her channel will potentially come back and bite her. It's a possibility. Tam Reed said, without him, she wouldn't have the views. Who watched Nikki and Jamie? They got divorced, fought over the channel. He got it, but doesn't get anywhere close to the views that they used to get together. I think I seen some reactions on Nikki and Jamie. Black woman, white man, right? They had a couple kids together. Yeah, very toxic relationship. Yeah, he ended up getting the channel. And yeah, I seen it. I think I saw it last year. He doesn't get nowhere near the views that they get when they were a couple channel. And that's what happened, y'all. We've seen a lot of these couple channels just fizzle away. Carmen and Corey, we seen them fizzle away. What's the other one? I just talked about them the other day. The Ace family, we seen them fizzle away. And there's a couple more out here that were big couple channels, and they're no longer. She said, truth be told, said it was a wrap for me when the mama came on with the same crazy attitude. Yeah. So the mother, Rose's mother, did a reaction to Rose. Okay. She did a reaction to Rose because Rose's mother wrote a book. And me personally, I think she's just trying to promote her book. And I feel like she's chasing her daughter's clout. That's just my opinion. And in a sense, the mother and the daughter could be teaming together to help her chase her own clout. Let me see if I can find that video. Let me see if I can find it. I don't see the channel right now. I have to come back and we'll talk about it on the next live tomorrow. I'll find the video because I can't find it right now. You said Jamie driving for Uber now and moved back with his parents. Oh, really? Well, that's what I'm saying. Like DK4L. Yeah, that's another one. DK4L. DR and Ken. I forgot about them. Yeah, DR and Ken was a Damo and Chrissy. Yeah, that's another one. So Damo is doing really good. I don't know about Chrissy. I haven't seen videos from Chrissy in quite some time. But I follow Damo on Instagram. And I know Damo graduated college. Because y'all know she's going to school to be a doctor. And so Damo is doing really, really well. You know, it goes to show you when you get yourself out of a toxic situation, you really find who you are and your purpose. And one thing I could say about that situation with Damo and Chrissy, once Damo got out of that relationship with Chrissy, in my opinion, Damo flourished. She started concentrating on her and who she is as a person, concentrated on her son. And she just went, she made leaps and bounds. I don't know what Chrissy has going on because I never really got into Chrissy. I always felt like Chrissy was using Damo. And once Damo started going back and forth for her femininity, did she want to, dress like a male or did she want to dress like a female? And it seemed like once Damo decided to get pregnant, Chrissy kind of pulled back from Damo because Chrissy was in love with the persona of Damo being a female, but portraying herself as a male, in their gay relationship. And I feel like once Damo got pregnant, Chrissy, she wasn't attracted to Damo anymore. And obviously, if you followed that situation a few years ago, you watched Damo and Chrissy just fell apart after she had that baby. Okay, I'm trying to see. She's more feminine now. Yeah, Damo is. Yeah, Damo looks real good. I actually like Damo. I like her personality and I like her drive. Yeah, Chrissy wanted a male-looking female. Yes, and so the girl that she ended up getting with, after her and Damo broke up, was what Chrissy wanted. I don't know if they're still together. I know that girl ended up having a channel. But I don't know if they're still together or not. Because like I said, I don't watch Chrissy like that. Yeah, Damo, she does. You're right, Cece. She does. I like Damo. She looks really good and she's doing really well. Like I said, she just graduated college and she's going to get her doctorate. So she's doing a lot over there. Oh, Chrissy moved back to Indiana? Yeah, because they were in Arizona. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know she moved back to Indiana. Oh, okay. Because I think when Damo and Chrissy met, Chrissy was working at some restaurant, and I think that's how her and Damo met. But that's the thing, you guys. You know, these couple channels, they're here today, and unfortunately, they'll be gone tomorrow. Will that be the situation for the Queen of Kings? I guess only time will tell. I'm not wishing their marriage to break up. I would never do anything like that. But I just feel like when you play with your marriage on the internet, it's bound to happen. Y'all know the channel we follow, Lives Life, the way she played with her marriage and what ended up happening. Her marriage failed. Not even 90 days after they got married, she was in another city, she was in another city in another state, sleeping with another man, and hadn't even been married barely 120 days. So I just really feel like playing with your marriage, you know, God don't bless mess. So playing with your marriage, I just personally feel like that's not what you should do. It's very dangerous. You know, if you really love your husband and you love your union, then you know, and God is blessing it, then you continue to let God bless it, you know. But we know for the love of money is the root of all evil. And we've seen that on the internet many, many times. And I just really feel like if Rose doesn't be careful, just like God put that together, he'll break it apart. But you have people out here that they don't understand, you know, they don't understand what manifestation can do, you know. So Rose is young too. You can tell she's very young-minded. And Brett is, although Brett is older than her, he just appears to me be a tad bit more mature than Rose. And I just really feel like 5 years from now, Queen of Kings may not be anymore, because again, you're pimping your relationship out for the internet, for internet coin. And I just really feel like if that is the case, then you don't cherish your marriage. The way she talked about Brett on that live about a week or so ago, claiming she was drunk, the way she dogged that man, in my opinion, showed how she really felt about him. Rose, I feel like Rose feels like she's superior over Brett because she's the brains of the operation, and she feels like she's bringing in the vast majority of the money. But I don't know if you guys peeped, Rose and Brett are no longer in the Airbnb. They have an apartment now, and they've been in that apartment maybe a week or so now. And literally, there's still no furniture in the house. And, you know, again, when they moved to Hawaii, like the beginning of the summer, it's been about 2 months that they've been in Hawaii. When y'all moved to Hawaii and you realized that you didn't want to leave and you started working on getting your apartment, most people, especially if you got kids, most people, again, in their financial situation, when you move into a house or apartment, furniture typically follows right behind it. They have furniture stores in Hawaii. The fact that they've been in that apartment, and again, it wasn't like they just woke up one morning and said, let's go find an apartment. They were already working on getting an apartment while they were in their Airbnb. The fact that they're in this apartment and child, no furniture has entered that apartment yet, I guess they're waiting until they get paid on the 21st of August. I'm telling y'all, if I see furniture in that house after the 21st of August, I know something. You say it looks like they have a 1-bedroom. It appears that they have, it looks like it might be a 2-bedroom to me, Nisha, but it could be a 1-bedroom. Um, 333 says, does anyone still watch Erica and Damian Cryer? We talked about Erica the other day. Well, not the other day. It's been a couple weeks. It's been a few weeks. No, I don't. I can't stand to watch Damian Cryer. That man makes my stomach turn. I can't. No, I don't watch them. CJ and Royalty. Yeah, that's another couple channel that failed. Yeah, that's true. Cancer 66 said, my thing is they're a couple. So what is her and his? I don't like when men and women do that. Just saying. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, Vaughn, you laughing, girl. I'm serious. That Damian Cryer guy, that guy is so creepy. Yes, we mentioned the Ace family, her. We mentioned that. So I don't know, y'all. Like I said, my whole thought of this live was just, I really didn't have like videos to show you guys, other than, you know, the short clip of Tasha K. I just wanted to show you that Tasha K is talking about them as well too. I didn't really have a whole lot of thought in it, but it was just funny when I saw the video, as when I seen that the Queen of Kings was being talked by, you know, bigger platforms, and it just made me think about Peach McIntyre, and I was like, dang, just 2 years ago, Peach was that girl on, you know, buzzing around social media, making all this money, and now child Peach can barely buy a view over there. She's damn near like Jasmine and Olivia at this point. It's actually kind of sad, you know what I'm saying? The way you just play yourself out on the internet like that. To me personally, I feel like the internet is a slow and steady race. You know what I'm saying? And when you go hard, real hard at it, you lose steam before you can really get going. And I think that's what happened with Peach. Peach went so hard at it that she's kind of lost steam and she just barely started going, you know? One thing I can say this, the fact that Jasmine is still on this internet and she's been on here over 10 years, the fact that Chrissy still has a presence on the internet and she's been on here for over 10 years, not saying that Chrissy and Jasmine get hella views, but they still have an audience of people that still watch them. And people watch Peach, but they're not watching her as much as they were. Because I think over time, I have become thoroughly turned off by Peach. Hey, TMR, you said just joining. Did you talk about Funky Dineva on his live? What about Funky Dineva? No, I mentioned that Funky Dineva mentioned the Queen of Kings on his channel. Yes, I did. Love Life's Good. Yes, I just mentioned that Funky Dineva talked about the Queen of Kings on his channel. Yes, I did. Let me see if I can play you guys that clip real quick. Give me a moment, y'all. Let me pull that up. And everybody pretty much is saying the same thing about the Queen of Kings. They're not impressed about, you know, the fact that Rose wants to drag a black man to bring this white man up, to turn around to drag the same white man that you were trying to big up to the whole world, you know, which, again, we all know Rose is just not a smart individual, in my opinion. Let's be honest, y'all. You don't have to be smart to get views on social media. You don't even have to have a brain, okay? There are people who put up sounds of rain and sounds of birds chirping and get millions of views. You don't have to have a brain to be on social media. So I personally don't take Rose as being intelligent. She found a wedge on social media and she went with it. All right, so let me pull that clip up. Give me one moment. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. I had to put you on mute so I could pull it up. So let me pull you guys in so you can see what Funky Dineva commentary was about.
Husband apparently got into some type of argument. And here's what she had to say to her husband as they were arguing.
down deposit on our house. Let's not pretend that I'm not the one that paid for the Range Rover. Let's not pretend that I'm the one that paid for this whole fucking life that we live. Let's not pretend that. Let's not pretend. Let's not pretend. Oh, okay. Let's not pretend. Let's just be very, very real. You told me to put it on live, so I put it on live. So, and then you want to start talking about a glass of wine, and then you want to start saying, oh, are you not going to talk? After I was just sitting here silent before we even got on live. I've been not talking. That's why I pretend that I'm not the one that paid the down.
So she's doing the whole let's not pretend game. So I guess after the dust settled and everything calmed down, and now she realized how everything she said out of her mouth completely undermined her brand and undermined her husband, she then felt the need to run to the internet and play in our faces. All right. And fucking cooking. I can't find it now, but there's another post that she did where she says, okay, so it's written out right here. So she does another situation where she tries to clear it up. And she says, my husband owns a home that he purchased for us, a $500,000 house. My husband and I were in an argument, and I was drinking and emotional. So I said whatever I felt like to upset him. She continued, just dead the your husband is broke stuff. We both make six figures. Rose also included a screenshot of their mortgage interest statement to show that Brett Miller's name was on the home loan because he qualified for it, whereas she did not. In addition to the 4-minute video, the explanation, Rose also posted a reel of her dancing with her husband. And the reel seemed to, reaffirm they were together. So let me break this down for y'all. Here, and this is just me being a YouTuber and understanding how YouTube money flows. I'm going to tell y'all exactly what happened. There's a little bit of truth to all of it. She probably was just a baby mama. She probably was just a baby mama with 2 kids, and this guy came along and rescued her. And then what happened was she created this YouTube channel. She started making money, and she started making good money. And so, yes, everything she said out of her mouth was true. Okay. Yes. Don't pretend like I didn't provide the down payment for this house. She did. I know what I make on YouTube, and I know what my other YouTube colleagues make. And there's a lot of good money to be made when you're good at your area of YouTube. She did pay for the car. All right. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you got a husband, I know what the hell I'm bringing in. When you got a husband, and I'm just going to say for kicks and giggles, let's just say hypothetically, she bringing in a $30,000 check a month. I don't know how big her following is. She's probably bringing in more. So you got a husband that's, paying all of the monthly bills on a regular, and you're getting injections of cash that are $30,000 or more a piece. Of course, you got the house down payment money. 2 months of you working, that's 60 G's. Of course, you put the money down on the Range Rover. 3 months of you working, you able to buy the Range Rover in cash. So no, she meant what she said. She meant what she said. What she realized after she calmed down was everything I just said completely undermines my entire shtick. Now I'm out here looking stupid, and I've emasculated my husband in public, and now I need to try to clean it up. And unfortunately, sis, the damage is done. You showing us your husband's name on the mortgage statement means absolutely nothing. There are plenty of people whose names are on the statement. And I'm not trying to be funny. You threw out the term $500,000 as to throw us off. In today's world, depending on where you live, a $500,000 house is not that big of a deal, my love. A $500,000 house truly is not that big of a deal, and it's truly not so unattainable. You got 2 people who work, they can get a $500,000 house.
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. Yeah, Fox Soul did get canceled after that Armand roast. It was a wrap over there. But if you guys really want to know the truth, when Funky Dineva left Fox Soul, their views went down terribly. They plummeted in the views, and they tried guest host to fill Funky space, and then they landed on Armand Wiggins, and I don't even think Armand lasted 90 days over there. I didn't watch it when Armand was over there. I did watch it from time to time, depending on the topic when Funky was on there, but I didn't even watch it there. I never really got into Fox Soul, and I'm not trying to be, this is just my opinion. There's more other commentary channels that, target the, culture, the news of, pop culture and stuff like that I felt like did a far more job and felt like I'm not a fan of Al Reynolds. I'm not a fan of the lady. I don't even remember her name. And, I like Funky's channel. Depending on the topic, I will watch Funky's channel. But yeah, so it wasn't a surprise to me that Fox Soul decided to call it quits. No, Armand didn't last. So Claudia Jordan. Thank you, Claudia Jordan. So I see, Vaughn, you mentioned Gina Janine and her white boyfriend broke up. We all knew that wasn't going to last long. He's another person I felt like got with Gina for the fetish of it, just like I feel like Brett is with Rose for the fetish of it. But again, Gina, I was watching Gina a little bit. And then I don't know, y'all, over time, I kind of got turned off from Gina Janine's channel. There's other Black women on here that's traveling and living life. And I don't know, in my opinion, Gina focuses more on traveling than mommying to me. You guys, I understand her channel name is Gina Janine, but she's a mom of 3 kids. Her oldest son, which is an adult, and then the 2 little kids. So yeah, I don't know. At first Gina was okay, but then I was just like, nah. Yeah, Peyton, I like Peyton more. I like Peyton more because Peyton, although Peyton's daughter is 18, Peyton, she gives you more, right? Peyton gives you, I went shopping, I bought this, we going to this event, I'm going to the gym, we're going out to eat. Like, she gives you so much more. Gina doesn't give me that. Gina gives me more that she brags about what she's doing and how she looks. And Peyton doesn't give me that. She doesn't give me bragging about how she looks and what she has, so I don't know. Gina over time, I kind of got turned off from her channel. So I haven't really watched her like that. Right. Love watching Peyton, love her lifestyle, just luxury. Yeah, I enjoy. And, when, again, I'm not, trying to minimize Gina, but when Gina basically expressed that she didn't want to buy a home, but yet you'll spend all this money on trips and fancy cars, but you won't invest in a property. that was just very odd to me. Especially Gina was a person she came from the medical background. I think Gina was maybe like a surgical tech, or she did something in the medical field. So you went from that to now, making obviously much more money than you were making when you were working in the medical field. You have 3 children. So in the event that something happens to you, do you not want to leave something for your children? Because that car that she got last year, obviously she didn't, that's not her car. I don't know if she's leasing or financing the car, but you can't leave the car, because if the car's not paid for cash, child, that car go back to the dealer, So with the house, I don't know. It doesn't seem like she's going to leave Houston anytime soon. So the fact X-ray tech, yes, I knew it was something tech. So the fact that she won't try to lay like a solid foundation. Yeah, she'll get a rental home and she'll live in there for a couple years or whatever. But I don't know. That just seems obvious. Like she spends more money on shopping and taking trips than anything else. And that's just not something I feel like that's not flexing to me, making sound decisions, money decisions, trying to, one thing I like about Peyton, she veering into entrepreneurship with her perfume line. And you know what I'm saying? Like, she's not just putting up videos, like she's doing far more other things to keep her revenue going. In the event that social media fades out for her, she'll have something additional to fall back on. So I like that about Peyton, you know. So yeah, so I don't really get into Gina, so I don't watch Gina at all, to be honest with y'all. I unsubscribed to her because I didn't want her coming up in my timeline. You say, yeah, that was crazy how she said she got an 800 plus credit score, but said she didn't want to buy a home, be a homeowner, and she's paying $4,000 a month on rent. Yeah, and again, you know, being a homeowner is people's choices. I'm not saying that everybody need to go buy them a house. Like, if you don't want to buy one, okay, whatever your reasons are your reasonings. However, I don't know. I just feel like if you're going to invest in fancy cars and clothes and trips, why not invest in a solid foundation for your household, for your children? You know what I'm saying? Like, because in the event that something happens to you and you're renting these homes, like say for instance, Gina has to have a major surgery and she needs to be off social media for a while, you know. One thing about being a homeowner, you know, the bank will help her protect her investment. Being a renter, unless she got tons of money saved up, and again, I don't know anything about the lady's bank account, nor do I desire to know anything about her bank account. It's just, I don't know, just like I said, living on social media, because again, we know that with social media, you don't have a 401k, you don't have a 403b. I don't know if Gina has any of those things. I don't never really hear her talking about anything of value. You know what I'm saying? One thing I can say about Peyton, she does talk about things of value, things that, you know, that women need to hear. I don't get that from Gina. Gina likes to brag on what a man thinks of her body and how, you know, somebody say she looked like Janet Jackson. And me personally, I feel like Gina is too old to be thinking that way. That's just my opinion, but to each his own. Vaughn said she stopped making videos as soon as she was with that man. Now she's back posting 2-3 times a week. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that man probably got tired of that BBL booty, and you know, he just, you know, he probably got all he wanted. He you know, fulfilled his fetish and he went on to the next. Okay. He probably just went on to the next. All right, y'all. Like I said, this live was all over the place. Like I told you guys in the beginning, I had a very bad headache, and I feel like it's coming back a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the live, you guys, because I want to go take some more medicine. Gina is very pretty, but she looks nothing like Janet Jackson. You know, that's what she said. She said people say she looked like Janet Jackson. I said, okay, girl. All right, y'all, that's my time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this live stream. I'm sorry, it's kind of all over the place, but I'm starting to get this migraine, and I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, looking at this computer screen is really helping, straining my eyes, so it's not helping this headache. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will definitely see you guys in the next one. Remember, so what you love. Bye. Okay, Vaughn, I'll do that. Thank you, Cece. Okay, good night, you guys. Take care.